Tower of God Season 2 Episode 1. And it has been a long time since the first season came out. I remember watching the first season and I was very excited. I was very surprised because I didn't expect that type of anime to be very good. Because at that time I didn't knew anything about the anime, about what it was. I was just simply watching it. I remember I heard that it was very good, it was very hype, and so I gave it a chance. And yeah, I remember that I was very surprised because it was very good. So yeah, I expect great things from this second season. Although I should say that I haven't read the source material. I think it is a webtoon or something like that. But yeah, I haven't read the source material, so I don't know if it is going to be good or if it's going to be bad. But given by how this first episode panned out, how this first episode carried itself, I will say that it is going to be good. Then again, this is just my opinion. To be honest, it has been a long time since I watched the first season. I should have probably watched, the first season before making a review of this first episode. Now in hindsight, but it wasn't like I was going totally blind into the second season. I remember a couple of things, and yeah, in general, the episode was again very good. It was great actually. It was a very good first introductionary episode, and you always like to see that in first episode because you don't want the first episode to be very bad or for it to generate bad feelings. No, it was nothing like that, at least in my opinion. I think it was very good. It had action. It carried out, I guess you can say, from the first season, although not exactly because I think there was a time skip in there. We can see that I guess you can say the characters are not exactly the same. So yeah, I mean that was actually pretty hype to see because that will mean that now the character will change a little bit. I mean not that much, but I mean there is a time skip. We don't know how long that time skip is, but yeah, they definitely are not the same as they were before. And because of this, again, they're going to have different things to say, different sentiments, different ways of thinking. So yeah, I wonder what Bam is thinking now that the time skip has taken place. One thing that I wanted to mention is that the episode started with, I guess you can say, Bam being down or being, how the first season ended, which was feeling betrayed, surprised, and all of those things that we saw in the first season. Those were very shocking things that we saw in the first season. I think it is pretty funny how Rachel is one of those characters that everyone comes together to hate. So yeah, I mean that is actually pretty surprising and pretty, good for the story because that is something very hard to do. Not a lot of, animes can pull that off. Having a character that a lot of people hate in unison. So yeah, that tells you about how good the anime is written. So yeah, we saw her in this episode again. I don't know if that is scene where we saw Rachel, that time skip had already taken place or maybe not. I think we also saw Kun in there. I don't know if that was him or someone similar to him. But yeah, also I want to mention that the guy that we saw in this episode, the guy that was very quiet with the long hair that was taking the exam again, I think that is Bam. Of course, I'm not 100% sure, but everything seems to indicate that. So yeah, it will seem to be the case that that is him. Of course, there could always be a surprise and maybe it is someone that we don't know. But I repeat myself again, everything seems to indicate that it is him. So yeah, pretty interesting to see him change. I mean, I think we're definitely going to see a less naive Bam in this second season. I don't know if he will go as far as hating, Rachel, as far as, wanting to fight her or, harm her. I don't know if he's going to go that far. Maybe he only wants explanations or something similar to that. So yeah, because this is the first episode, there are a lot of questions that will arise normally. So other thing that happened in the episode is that we saw new faces. We also saw some old faces. I think we saw Yuri. I think that is her name. We also saw a blonde guy. I think he's going to be another protagonist of this second season alongside, Bam. So yeah, I wonder how close Bam and him will be. There is some things, I don't know if there is spoilers or not, but the promotional poster, if you can call it like that, seems to indicate that, but it could just be that that is not the case. But yeah, this first episode, like I said at the beginning of the review, was very good for being a first episode. It had action, something that not a lot of first episodes have. Maybe because this is our first episode of a second season, it can have that. It doesn't have to, do world building like the first season, first episode did. And I mean, in general, I would say that this is an episode that will fulfill the expectations of a lot of people that were waiting for this second season. I would expect great things from this second season. I don't know what else to say about the episode other than I hope to see a very powerful Bam, a very, fun Bam, a very, I guess you can say, cool Bam, a very revengeful Bam. Although maybe that is not going to be the case, the last one, of him being vengeful, like I said before. It all depends on the character of Bam, how he's feeling right now. And as of the first episode, we don't know that much about him. He seems to be very quiet, very mysterious. So yeah, man, I wonder where this second season is heading towards. I guess we'll have to wait and see and find out in the next coming episodes. But yeah, I think I said pretty much everything that I wanted to say about this first episode. So if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you don't want to miss the next episode review, please subscribe to the channel. And yeah, that will be everything by me. And I guess I'll see you all in the next episode review.